No. 6:30? I got 6:30.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay.
Who's done?
6:30, I'll call the meeting to order. Ryan, could you take the roll call, please?
Sure, Koski.
Here.
Hutton.
Here.
Silver here. Split.
Here.
Reimer.
Here.
And Walker, not here.
Okay, we got a quorum. I'll need a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Billy, second by Steve to approve tonight's agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Well, that was, it's the top of your pen. First I thought it was a fly.
Falling apart, everything's clean. This can't tire, no wonder.
Discount pens. Okay,
It's gonna take all of them.
we'll approval of past minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
And I'll second that.
Motion by Steve, second by Billy to approve minutes as written. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial report. Same as last month. Yeah, because they took that out in January, so yep.
And there. When did we get paid, in January or at the end of the year?
Well, January,
Did we get paid?
we did,
Okay.
because it says 2024 budget amount, so
Okay.
yes, we got that.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. Motion by Ron,
I'll second that.
second by Billy to approve financial report. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Public comments. Nothing from Roger. Okay.
No rides, okay.
We have no certificate of appropriateness applications, been kind of quiet, which doesn't surprise me, it's, you know, winter.
Technically winter.
Yeah, technically winter. Down to number 8, the update on 107.5 Watson Street, the non-compliance of the windows. I got an email yesterday from Sue Leahy that says the new windows are coming and they're gonna fit that opening. So it's just, we
Okay.
just have to wait. There was really no objections or any problems with it, I
Cool.
guess.
It works. That's great.
Yeah. Number 9, the Southwest Historic District signage.
Yeah, so I walked the entirety of all the streets and marked them down, sent it around. But basically where I put a pink dot is where the location of where that signpost is.
Okay.
And I think I kind of came up to basically about 11 if we just were doing the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 17 if we actually did there's some that kind of sit outside of the perimeter, but they're the first sign you'd actually come to as you're coming into the historic district. And I think there was 23 basically in total. But there was one thing is like down at the end of Watson Street, and maybe if we ever have this, the district resurveyed, most of those homes seem to be at the end of Watson Street would have easily today get into the historic district. I'm not sure why they're, even then it might have been kind of a question why they were included. But the pole is on the other side of the street from more up by the park. It might be like if we could get maybe another pole for a sign that's actually entering, because that's kind of the main one as you're coming in on Griswold.
Yeah, because you come, you know, Marcus Ann,
Yeah,
KK, either way, that way to get to Watson, so it is.
yeah, so,
It is.
And in the past, they may have not been compliant because
yeah.
there was a house built in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, now it is compliant.
And it's also an architect designed home too, like
Right.
particularly that one at the end.
Yeah, right on the corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have the Lloyd Wright house, and then we've got the corner farmhouse, so which was.
That was Tracy's place,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah.
And that's been there, that was there first.
Yeah,
I don't
All
think,
that self-farming.
personally, I wouldn't object to putting one on the corner of Griswold and Watson that you know, it would designate, it's not the exact boundary, but I think it gives everybody the idea
Yeah,
that
well,
it
the thing of
starts.
it
Yeah,
is,
the only thing
coming
is,
out of
presently,
town.
at least on that side of the street, there isn't a signpost, so we'd probably have
Okay.
to have one added.
Mhm.
Because what's crazy about that, it is Main Street, but, because
Yeah.
I live there, but it's not Main Street.
Yeah.
But I tell everybody, turn on Main.
That's what I always say too.
And then they shoot past and they get the
Yeah,
black.
where's Main Street?
If you miss the house, the gas pump down the wrong road, but, yeah, definitely, we could have one on
Thanks
there.
for taking a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
So how far do you wanna go with it? Do you wanna do all of them, or do you want, well, what's
Well-
the price on them, first of all?
I think we were,
I can't remember what Craig had for prices, do you know? Adam?
I don't think he had a
He
price
never
yet.
did give us an
No.
exact.
I would suggest you just, if we can make copies of that.
Yeah, I can, actually, I'll make a better master.
Okay, and bring it back next
Could we-
month, and then we'll get the price, I'm gonna write down that we need the price from Craig.
Because you had it set up for like, for 11,
Basically, if we only did really these basic.
so like the perimeter, like.
Yeah, pretty much the perimeter, and I think if I remember correctly, I excluded these two because they're not technically in the district, they're sitting
Mhm.
So
outside.
yeah, what we could do is we could find the cost out and see
Right.
if we could do 11
Yeah,
and see how it went. Unless it was horrible and we have to do half, then how do we do half? I do like
No,
the
I think
idea of doing
11
the perimeter.
I think 11 would
Yeah.
be the start, and then if they're not that expensive, I wouldn't mind throwing them in on, on each corner almost, on the interior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, let's plan on 11. so
Is there any
far.
limit from the city and how many we put up?
that I don't know.
Is there any? I know you guys have to put them up, so don't
It's
don't
not
put too many.
You're probably looking at, I think the quote was something like $50 a sign with bracketing.
But, yeah,
Depending on how you want it designed, how you want it done, we can use the basis of what we ordered in the downtown in those areas. We can also shrink them up, we can do whatever you want to do. We just gotta get the right mechanism to affix them to whatever pole, which could be.
I see they're using a clamp on them now.
Well, yeah, and the ones downtown will put on a bracket, and we kind of had to redo some stuff, because the bracket ended up being different than what we had thought.
I see that.
The bracket's probably arguably more expensive than the sign.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, you're probably looking at, 75 to $100 per, depending on what you want on it. But if if you have a designer, you have a concept how you want to have them look, we certainly can take that and get a quote or two and see, bring it back and help you out with that.
What do we have? We're getting up there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're about 11,000.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're not broke.
no, we've been,
I think, yeah.
Yeah, spending 1,000 to 2,000 on signage would be profit.
Yeah,
right.
which will last
Yeah.
for a long time.
Right.
Definitely, okay.
The biggest thing is just, then getting us the plan, if certainly if you all can help install, that'd be amazing, but if
We
you.
could pick a Saturday and.
We could do, yeah,
knock
no,
'em out.
we're
Get a
really,
few ladders and
Yeah,
Yeah.
wander up there and clamp them to it.
my old truck, you might
Throw
be
you in
able
the
to pull
loader.
right up there and stand on the
The
box
loader
and go
crank it
right
to-
from there,
yeah.
the way that.
Yeah,
box-
because
box
most
is.
of them aren't that high anyway.
No, not with the way they
It
are.
just said, depends on what the posts look like too. I mean,
That's the,
by me, they got like a galvanized plumbing post,
Right, yeah,
And I don't know what the other ones are. Are they wood posts, in certain areas? or
probably
are they-
metal, but,
But they're on metal.
Yeah. Like I said, that would be the only thing we'd have to find
How
out.
high are these signs gonna be? Do you know about?
8 feet
Depends on the
maybe?
post.
Yeah, it depends on the
I'm
post.
just thinking
but-
about people reaching and trying to,
Oh, no, they'd be at the top.
Yeah,
okay.
They can't reach the
The street signs
names right
already.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I just,
Unless somebody ran into it.
oh, you're saying for theft or something,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Well, they just do that to grab it and bend them, I've seen it, but not
Yeah.
around here.
we'll buy a couple extra.
Yeah,
With a razor, with the razors. protectors on them.
And it's not a bad idea.
I know.
Because a car could take one out or something.
Yeah.
That truly isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a
Buy extra, a
sign,
few
I've
extra.
seen trucks
absolutely.
going down,
Yeah.
in Jackson, it's
Yeah.
like one night,
Snow?
morning, I felt like what's this lumber that's sitting on the road, side of my house for? Did somebody hit the sign by our house?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Wait, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Well, could have been a snowplow, probably.
It was the middle of summer.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm just trying to give somebody.
Somebody just got bored.
And then had a,
Well, up here in Boston, they took the whole pole and bent it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and it took a while. I turned it in so the city could, finally get it. And somebody kept messing, it finally broke. So then I hammered it down in the ground, and the city guys got mad at me, and I thought somebody, it was sticking up, pointed, it's dangerous.
so it was
Oh,
dangerous.
yeah.
So I didn't want to put a can over it, so I just drove it down in there.
You gain a lot of strength when you drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that strong.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Matt. And we'll get the price from Craig.
Man.
Matt.
See, it's like, I knew it.
Say that 10 times.
on the seashore at sunset.
Yeah.
Sally said.
Okay, the design manual, I've been in contact with Craig, and he's got, it's not the old one, there's one in between, the old, and he was gonna get it to me. So, just so when people come to us, we have a little bit more updated manual. And it doesn't have all the updated, like ASIC and all the updated products right now in it.
Right.
But we can add those as we see fit also, but, Craig thought that he felt it was important that we have something.
You might have some of those in that pile of historic stuff I gave you,
It's still in the pile.
wherever you got it, but I know there's some in there.
Okay,
So, I mean, there might be 2, 3 of them,
yeah,
but like I said, it was the same one that they amended, or I mean, they accepted.
okay,
So,
sure, all right. So I'm working with Craig on that design manual, and then until we get if we would get a grant to get a new one, we should have something.
Right.
Okay.
I think Sue Leahy has one too. That way
She might
can
have a copy of it.
Follow,
Yeah.
follow through and stuff.
Sure. Okay, Haas Brewery barn discussion. After last month's meeting, we kind of thought maybe we should contact some salvage companies or a house moving company. And I tried, and I made 6 calls, and one guy called me back. His name is Ken from Barn and Beam. It's in Wisconsin. And he's going to contact me and come and look at it. I sent him pictures. His first thought was if, and this is all, hypothetical, if we decide to take that barn down, he thought the best bet would be to raise it, slide it into the parking lot, and then dismantle it.
Yeah.
He did one over a creek, and it wasn't that big of a deal with the DNR. There is tarps
Well, I
or
don't
netting or
think
something.
that's the problem, because they took out the bridge and I didn't see a DNR guy in sight,
Well,
so,
they were worried about the lead paint, I think,
yeah, okay,
from the barn.
yeah.
So that's in the works for that. Whenever he calls me, I'm gonna meet him there. I called the house moving company that moved the Little White Schoolhouse,
Mhm.
and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But
Right.
usually these guys are busy, and if they're coming through town, then they usually give me a call. So hopefully we'll have some answers on that. But in the meantime, we still gotta think about what we're gonna do with that barn. Or, do we wanna decide to salvage it, or do we wanna just leave it yet? Not that we have to make that decision.
Well,
but-
first, let's get our quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a quote of what that move is gonna cost just to get it
Yeah.
into the parking lot.
Right,
Or,
And that, I don't know what that would cost, but It's definitely like, not like moving something through town, so that would be
Right,
really
yeah, there's no
expensive.
wires to move or anything like that. It would be
Or how
a,
much it's gonna cost to jack it up,
mhm,
you know, put new beams underneath it. I mean, that's your other option.
mhm.
And
The only
then
disadvantage is.
somebody has to buy it sometime.
The only disadvantage of spending the money to get it supported, can you actually use it then? And for what?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Right,
but I'm sure there's somebody out there that'll use it for something if it's
Well, I'm just
high
saying,
enough.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
us or the
I'm
city.
not
We're
saying.
not concerned about a fault line.
Well, yeah,
I mean, once we do
Like a
something to
wall.
shore it up or did all that, and the city still owns it, so
yeah.
would
but
we
this-
ever be able to, like, use it for a function or a building use or?
Right,
mhm.
but the city doesn't wanna own it forever.
No.
They wanna-
No,
Oh,
right,
no,
And
no.
that's what
Right.
I'm saying, it's,
I would-
it's,
I would think shoring it up and the price of moving it off of there would be probably
pretty close.
about the same.
mhm.
That-
Yeah, I
mean,
can't imagine.
I can't say that for sure, but.
I can't even wrap my head around moving it. 2 cranes, big straps, up and over, to disassemble it away from the creek, right?
Yes, that's what he was
And we
saying.
wouldn't be
I
trying to
think
move
they-
it over there and make it permanent over there, because now we just lost the beauty of the creek.
Correct, that's correct, yeah.
The most diamond of it, of what
Mhm.
it's worth, because,
And there's only so much land dedicated
That's
to the
there,
right
yeah.
of way.
Right,
which may not even be any.
Well, there's some,
Yeah.
I know because it's there, and
Mhm.
it was on a map.
so you could drive in and, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a parking lot area.
But we do know that there is worth in the building.
Well, for the
Dollars.
materials,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, that with the beams. All about the beams.
yeah. Well,
For the
let's get the
city.
quotes
Yeah.
first of all.
But, and of
Okay.
course, that'd be for the city too, but.
We'll make it or make something happen.
Yeah, I'll put it on the agenda for next month, and
Yeah,
I might have an answer, I might not, I don't
well,
know.
being the holidays are coming up too, you know, it might be tough to get people.
Well, we're not moving on anything anyway, but it'd be
I know.
interesting to find
Well,
out
it'd be nice to get her done.
if it could,
Yeah,
because once she's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, I know.
And I found out that you can't, like, make a bridge and go across there,
Where?
the creek. So I
Oh, you
did-
mean at that area?
Anywhere.
No,
So I did it.
the bridge is on the side of the building.
Well, I did
Yeah.
that. I don't know if you guys ever knew that, but Gibby Wirtz got me into it.
Oh, you're the one that put it on there?
I'm the one that did it. Yeah, we built a little modern pole, gave me some poles
Yeah.
and some lumber for the flooring. And then I took,
Oh, I didn't know that you did.
Gibby took, he said, oh, the city said we could have a picnic bench. So I went up to the park and grabbed one with his winch and took it down there. I didn't, he lied to me.
Well, that'd be good.
And then,
Yeah.
and then I took, from the apartments, I dug out steps and went to the old greenhouse up there.
yeah,
And Ben Kuski owned that building,
Yeah.
and Gibby said we could have all we want. Like the 3rd time I went up there to get them, he was there and he just was gonna call the police because I was stealing, and I said, well, I had the right to do it. He said, who said that? And I said, Gibby Wirtz. So he drove down, went down and argued with him and Elmer and all those old guys. They were just, it turned out to be, and then I got pipe from Green Giant and welded handrails all the way down. I think the steps are still in there, because all those people at the apartments like to come down
Mhm.
and go to town, but it was such a long way to get there, so we cut across there. In fact, somebody made flower boxes and put flowers in it, first and second year. And then I think the city came and got it. I didn't get in trouble, but there's a fun story.
Interesting.
But you're not supposed to do that.
yeah, over a creek, yes.
Little bridge, walking.
Yeah, it's a walking bridge. Okay, new commission members, I gave the names 2 meetings ago to the mayor, so it's, I'm sure he's reviewing them or whatever, and he'll let us know. And if you have anybody else, again, we can throw them out there.
We need 2 though, right?
I think we, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's two.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you already submitted 2 names, so.
Yeah, I
Or
gave
3.
3 names.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next meeting date. Matt's quicker to his phone than I am.
like the third,
April
yeah.
3rd. And I didn't put it on the agenda, so I'll get in trouble for saying this, but is there anything you want to bring up for next month's agenda? Anything new? Anything you wanna-
I haven't really seen anybody bring anything out.
Okay.
Unless I text you something or whatever.
Right, because then we can just add to it, but
Add to
just
it, I-
think of anything that you'd like to put on there.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
We have nothing to do with the new bridge, or the bridge removal or anything, right?
No.
It's out of our
Thanks,
hands.
Roger.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that we
No.
don't.
Because I posted it and I started getting really bad negative comments, so I had to
Oh,
turn off all
well,
the,
here, let's
I had to
let's
turn off all the
adjourn
comments.
first, and then we'll talk
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Matt,
I'll second, I'm a second.
motion by Matt, second by Billy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.